ಮೊದಲನೇದು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈಲಿ ಲೈಫ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಏನು Mg ಪ್ಲಸ್ O2 ಇವೆರಡು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸು, ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟು. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟು ಈ ಒಂದು ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್, ಈ ಒಂದು ಲಾ 9th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು. ಏನು ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಆದರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. Recall the law of conservation of mass that you in class 9th. Mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. That is, the total mass of the elements present in the products of a chemical reaction has to be equal to the total mass of the elements present in the reactants. In other words, the number of atoms of each element remains the same before and after a chemical reaction. Hence, we need to balance a skeletal chemical equation. Is the chemical equation, for example, zinc plus sulfuric acid, that is reactants. In this reaction we are taken zinc is a one reactant and sulfuric acid is a one more reactant. In the previous videos we came to know about in between two reactants we need to place a plus sign. After that, before we are going to show product, we should use arrow. Okay, ಸಿ ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಜಿಂಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಲ್ಫ್ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಅಂತ ಇಷ್ಟು ಲೆಂತಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳೋ ಬದಲು ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ವರ್ಡಲ್ಲಿರೋ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ನ ನಾವು ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಏನು ಜಿಂಕ್ ಮತ್ತು H2SO4 ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು, ಸಲ್ಫ್ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್. ಜಿಂಕು, ಇದು ಜಿಂಕ್ದು ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು Zn, ಸಲ್ಫ್ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ದು ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಬಂದು H2SO4. ಜಿಂಕ್ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟು ZnSO4. Zn ಅಂದರೆ ಜಿಂಕು, ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ SO4. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ H2. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಜಿಂಕ್ ಈಸ್ ದ one element, hydrogen is a one more element, and sulfur is a one more element, and oxygen is the another element. Okay, number of atoms in reactants, that is left hand side. How many reactants are there? We know that zinc, hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen. 4 reactants are there in LHS side. Okay, zinc, how many atoms are present in zinc element? That is 1. See the above reaction, zinc, there is no any alphabets here, there is no any like this 2 or 4, there is no any this one numbers. Okay, next one hydrogen, that is hydrogen having 2 atoms of hydrogen molecule, and sulfur having only 1 atom of sulfur, and oxygen having 4 atoms of oxygen. This is comes under reactants. Now we are moving to product. Number of atoms in product RHS. Okay, now zinc. Here also having zinc, one atom of zinc and one atom of sulfur, and 4 atoms of oxygen in the product side and 2 atoms of hydrogen in the product side. Okay, but in this equation, zinc having only one atom, here also having zinc having only one atom, and hydrogen having 2, here also hydrogen having 2, sulfur having only one atom, and here also sulfur having one atom. Next, oxygen having 4 atoms, and here also oxygen having 4 atoms. This reaction is completely balanced. Such type of reactions are called balanced chemical reactions or balanced chemical equations. Okay, now we are moving one more example. We need to balance the chemical reaction. See here, Fe, that is iron, water, H2O, and Fe3O4, ferrous oxide, and hydrogen. Okay, before we are going to balance the chemical reaction, we need to write elements, number of atoms in reactants and number of atoms in products side. Okay, to balance a chemical equation, first draw boxes around each formula. Do not change anything inside the boxes and outside the boxes. Okay, ಮೊದಲು ನಾವು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಫಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದು ಮತ್ತು ಈ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಫೆರಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಈ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮತ್ತು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಏನೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಅದು ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೋ ನಾವು ಅದೇ ಥರನೇ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಐರನ್ನು 1 ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲು, ವಾಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ನು, 2 ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ 2 ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 1 ಆಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ Fe, iron, 3 atoms of iron and 4 atoms of oxygen and 2 atoms of hydrogen. This is the first step. In the second step, list the number of atoms of different elements present in the unbalanced equations. Okay, now we need to list out element iron, hydrogen and oxygen, number of atoms in reactant, that is LHS, Fe having 1 atom, oxygen having 2 atoms and oxygen having 1, hydrogen having 2 and iron having 1. This is reactant. But here in the product side, iron having 3 and hydrogen having 2 and oxygen having 4. This is unbalanced equation. Okay, first in the first step we need to write the boxes around each compound. We need to don't change anything and inside and outside the boxes. In the step 2, number of elements we need to write here and number of atoms in reactants, that is LHS, and number of atoms in product RHS we should write. Now how many atoms are present in each molecule we need to find out. First, what is this step 3? We need to identify which element having more atoms. Okay, see in above reaction, Fe Fe having more atoms and oxygen also having more atoms, that is 4 in oxygen and 3 in iron. Okay, now we are going to take oxygen in the step 3. Atoms of oxygen initial, that is initial how many? 1 in H2O here. Next 4 in Fe3O3. See here in the product side 4 atoms of oxygen. Okay, in the reactants we are having only 1 oxygen. In the side of product we are having 4 atoms of oxygen. In the reactant side we need 3 more atoms of oxygen to balance the chemical reaction. Next, see here Fe and 4 we require to balance the oxygen atom. Step 4, Fe and H atoms are still not balanced. Pick any of these elements to proceed further. Let us balance hydrogen atoms in the partly balanced equations. Now we are still oxygen is not balanced. Now we are moving to atoms of hydrogen. Initial to the balance, initial 8 in H2SO4. See here 4 2s are 4 2s are 8 hydrogen molecules. Fe3O3, and to balance in front of H2 we need to add 4. Okay, see here 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 8. Now we are balanced hydrogen atom. Okay, 4 2s are 8 atoms of hydrogen, and here also 4 2s are 8 atoms of hydrogen. Okay. Step 5. Examine the above equation and pick up the third element which is not balanced. You find that only one element is left to be balanced in this, that is iron. Atoms of iron initial 3 in 1 in Fe, here 3 in the product side, 3 in Fe. We required 2 more Fe atoms. Okay, to equalize Fe we take 3 atoms of Fe on the LHS side. We are taking 3 Fe plus 4 H2O, Fe3O3 plus 4 into 2, that is 8 atoms of hydrogen. Fe3, 3 atoms of iron, and here also 3 atoms of iron. Okay, but now it is balanced or not? No, still it is not balanced, because 4 2s are 8 hydrogen, here also 4 2s are 8 hydrogen. Now here also 4, see here 4 atoms of oxygen and 4 atoms of oxygen. Next one, finally to check the correctness of balanced equation we count atoms of each element on both sides of the equation. Now 3Fe, here also 3Fe, and 4H2, here also 4H2, 4O, and here also 4O. Now in this reaction is balanced. Okay, now in this reaction is balanced. Okay, step 6, writing symbols of physical states. Carefully examine the above balanced equations. Does this equation tells us anything about physical state of each reactant and product? No information has been given in this equation but their physical states. To make a chemical equation more informative, the physical states are of the reactants and products are mentioned along with their chemical formulae. For example, the gaseous, liquid, aqueous and solid. We know that gaseous means gas state, liquid means liquid state, aqueous means both liquid and solid. Okay, and solid state. States of these reactants and products are represented by the notations. Okay, iron in the form of solid and water in the form of gas, water vapor and Fe3O3 in the form of solid and hydrogen in the form of gas. Okay, these are the notations. Note the symbol is used to hydrogen water to indicate that in this reaction water is used in the form of steam. Okay, ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು, ವಾಟರು ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ವೇಪರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ವೇಪರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟರ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ CO ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮೊನಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್, H2 means hydrogen, and what is this means? This is a one more chemical equation, that is methane hydroxide. Okay, see, copper monoxide gas, carbon monoxide gas, hydrogen and methane hydroxide. Next, here this is the photosynthesis reaction. What is this? Carbon dioxide 6 into 2, 6 to the 12 molecules of oxygen and 6 molecules of carbon, and hydrogen plus oxygen to form water molecule, that is 12 to the 24 atoms of hydrogen and 12 atoms of oxygen. In the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, we are going to get glucose in the form of aqueous and oxygen as the form of aqueous and water in the form of liquid. These two are examples of balanced chemical reactions. Okay, see, in the next class we are going to learn some types of chemical reactions.